How to communicate better with your spouse. We're all trying to get better at our communication with our partners and trying to make the marriage work, have more better interaction with them. Here's a few pointers from a study that worked, and it's research based thoughts on how to communicate better. Sit and talk. Say it out loud. Sometimes we suppress our feelings and thoughts. It's better to say it out loud and clear and let the other partner know what's bothering you. This should be done, though, in a very congenial way, not aggressive, not hurtful. Be very calm, but get your point across. Put it across what is bothering you and make it happen very sweetly and nicely. Another big point on that is clear tasks. Marriage is a 50-50 commitment. All tasks should be put on paper and divided among husband and wife. If wife is cooking, then hubby should be cleaning the dishes, taking care of it, or vice versa. If both are working and coming home at the same time, then both should be helping out with dinner or figuring it out with the kids what needs to be done. Whatever process works well for you, but there should be clarity of tasks. And what the research says is put it down on paper, all the tasks, and then just figure it out what's going to be on your plate. Having it clear and written down is so much easier and less conflict comes through it. Just divide them. There is less resentment because of this. It's been shown that the chores around the house are so mundane, and anybody who's doing those chores is going to get resentful if you don't share those tasks. Another big point in this is listen and trust. Stop and listen to your partner with full attention. Put your phone away. Even all the complaints should be listened to with full attention and a purpose to solve them. Just don't you're doing something and your partner is complaining about it and you're not listening fully on it. Don't do that. Give total attention to that. It builds trust in the end. If you are paying attention to what the problem was and trying to solve it, there is a trust that gets built between the partners, that you care for them and you're paying attention and trying to solve it. Also, not try to blame every time. Simple example about this is don't say you never help me around the house. You can say I feel so overwhelmed when I have to finish all of these tasks. They're just simple two different ways of saying it. But with the second one, you're not blaming your partner at all. You're just merely saying that you are overwhelmed doing all of those tasks. Another big point in this is manage conflict with calm. Don't raise your voice. And this is research-based study. The more calm you are addressing with anyone, it could not just your partner, anyone in your life, the situation can be solved better if you are calm. Don't raise your voice or bring useless personal biases in your conversation when resolving any conflict. Ask more questions about it, what the problem is, how your spouse is feeling and why they are feeling about it. You are actually interested in solving the conflict, and that's what happens to find a way out of it. That's the best way to solve that conflict, with calmness. The next point in all of this and what the study was showing was use empathy more in your relationships. Don't think about your problems all day. Think about the other person's problems too. Give empathy to this thought that your partner is also going through a problem. They are also trying to figure things out, and it's not easy. So empathy, key point in this. You both are under stress to make this work the best way possible. These are just priorities and points for help. And I understand, easier said than done. It's not easy to do all of them, but at least we can all work on it. Last but not the least, be honest. In all your conversations and dealings with your partner, It's best to be straightforward and truthful of how you feel and see if it works for you, if it solves the problem. Honesty is the best policy, as we've always heard. But to be very frank, if your efforts and all of these things are not helping, you are not resolving the conflicts, and it's not helping to communicate with your partner, and it's not getting to the next level, seek help. Don't hesitate to see a couples counselor. There is no shame at all in getting some help and solving the issues. If you're committed, you will find a way to make it work. There are no major other outside issues to tackle, then make this work. Why not? Marriage and love are such an important part of our lives. It's a commitment to stick with our partner through thick or thin. If we keep that in mind and keep it as a key point, we will find ways to work. Although, like we talked earlier, if there are no other major issues, if somebody is not truthful with you or somebody is having an affair, the game totally changes. Then it's a different thought process. You as a partner are committed to a project to bring up a family. Think about it like this. It's a project. You both are working towards that project to bring up a family, to nurture a family. Let's give it a fair chance. As grown-ups, as humans, if you both feel that you're working towards a common project of doing that, it's just easier to make the adjustments that you will need to make, rather than thinking, oh, it's you trying to make something happen. If you're doing it as in partnership together and think about bringing up a family as a project, it's so much easier to work with this. You will find a way then. Share what practice has worked for you. What's been your family's key point, or how you partners have had better relationship? What worked for you? Share your thoughts in the comments.